YouTube, welcome back to another 5-minute fitness tip, and today we are going to be talking about how to set up a push day. Now, I'm going to give you my bias. I love programming like this. However, I have to admit, I don't have a lot of clients doing this. It all depends on your skill level, what your training age is, where you are in your journey, how many days that you can train, how much muscle tissue that you have. I do believe that plays a factor, and any biases, etc., etc. But this would be kind of like the perfect push workout programming that I would love to program for someone, and myself as well, probably. So the first exercise, and again, this is not for everyone, but this is the way I'd love to do it, and it can work perfectly and it covers a lot of bases. The first exercise that we're going to do is a big, heavy compound chest movement. And I like to do some form of flat press, something that's going to work the mid pec. So this could be your barbell bench press, this could be the Smith flat press, this could be the dumbbell flat press, this could be the machine chest press, whatever's going to work in that kind of flat motion. So after that first exercise, I then would want to be doing a dip of some form. Now this can be the assisted dip, this could be the free weight dip, or it could even be a machine dip where you lock yourself in. I love those ones. And this is going to be a big tricep compound, and it's going to get a lot of chest and good amount of shoulders. So our first two, we've done flat press, big compound, the dip formation or dip variation. And then the third one generally would be a machine shoulder press. However, I can't actually press in that direction anymore whatsoever. And I actually have a few clients that can't press because our shoulders are buggered. So for me, I haven't been able to do that in over 5 years. I've done all the physio and all that. So it would be a lateral raise in that position if I couldn't do a machine shoulder press for a client. So it would be the chest compound, the dip, machine shoulder press, or lateral raise machine, depending on what you want to do, or dumbbell laterals or machine laterals, standing or seated, or cable laterals, whatever it may be. And that would be my first three. I would then go into another chest dominant exercise for my fourth exercise, and I'd like to work the upper chest a bit. So it'd be some form of incline. This could be a Smith incline, it could be a dumbbell incline, it could be a machine incline, it could be a hammer strength incline, whatever type of variation that you generally have. It could be a clavicle fly, whatever you want to be doing. Remember, you don't have to do these four variations one every week. You want to pick one, rinse it for a good 12 to 16 weeks, then swap it out with another one. So then it would be that incline. Then it would be an overhead tricep extension of some sort. So our dip is very compoundy. You know, it's a big compound tricep dip variation. Now I want to work up into here. I want to work in this variation where my tricep lengthens. That could be a skull crusher. It could be an overhead tricep extension with the cable, single arm or double arm with ropes, whatever you may prefer. Or you could be seated doing a skull crusher with a cable. It's completely up to you. That's what would be my fifth exercise. Then my sixth exercise would actually be the dumbbell lateral raise or some form of lateral raise if I could do the machine shoulder. And in this case, I have done this for this program before for myself. I did a dumbbell lateral raise on the third exercise and then a cable lateral raise for my sixth. That way, you know, I'm spacing it out a little bit and I'm working my shoulders in different lengths. So I'm working the shortened position and the lengthened position. So that would be my 6 exercises that I would love to program in a client's program itself, or for a push day. You can argue that you could add in another tricep compound, a tricep push down. You know, definitely can. You could do 7 exercises depending on your time, depending on your recovery. But if you pick those 6, you could then build on that. So to begin with, a big compound to start off with, barbell bench press, Smith press, dumbbell press, whatever it is, something that's flat, working that mid pec. Then you want to do the dip, you know, working our triceps, shoulders, and lower pecs. Then you want to be doing a machine shoulder press or Smith shoulder press, or if you can't do any pressing like I can't, some form of lateral. Then our fourth exercise, upper pecs, going up like that, whether it's Smith, whether it's machine, whether it's dumbbell, you decide, or another barbell incline. And then it's going to be the overhead tricep extension or some form of overhead triceps will be working somewhere in this range, and then another shoulder exercise whether it's lateral as well, cables, whatever it may be. That would be my perfect, and then you can add and subtract, you know, wherever you wanted. You could argue you could put another chest exercise instead of the machine shoulder press. So you could be doing compound chest, dip, pec fly, hammer strength incline, overhead tricep extension, dumbbell lateral raise. See, you see how it can all work in that kind of format. So that's how I'd love to program if it was the perfect programming for a push day for me anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Try it out. I'll put it in the comments as well. And if you've got any questions, put them in the comments section, and I'll see you on the next one.